you know, they just had they had it all, you know, and it's okay that they had it all. But I don't think that we are supposed to like even really think about making too many changes after a game like that. Was that the Dimir Goryev deck in the background? New brew? No, it's kind of an old deck that I haven't. It's like a new take on an old deck, but I've also had that list together for like a month or two now, and I don't think it's very good. It's not, I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's very good. Referring to the Boros Skulls, gotcha. Yeah. That deck is so tough to figure out, the Boros deck. Maybe that deck should be playing 23 lands instead of 24. Surprised to see Hexdrinker. Yeah, Hexdrinker is like, it's like your mana sink in your Luris deck. Like, you kind of want to think about it as like your 4-drop that's, you know, flexible to cast, rather than think about it as a threat necessarily. It's like your grindy late game card because you don't get those because you're a Luris deck. Probably playing against Heliod. I think Heliod's a fine matchup. And we have a really good draw against them too, especially with them not having a 1-mana accelerant this game. I just want to cast Ephemerate all day, every day. Wait, they don't have another land? Their keep was pretty bad, I think. Let's hold up the Venser here. Maybe adding Swiftspear or Soulscar could help in the Boros Scalds. Maybe, yeah. I don't dislike the idea. Yeah, I ordered 2 playsets of these in paper. Pretty excited to get them. I think I'm bouncing Arbor Elf, right? Oh, no. I didn't get a blue source. Okay, guess I'm just gonna exile their guys. Use my mana here. But this was a mistake. Yeah, 2 playsets because I mean, not that I have enough. I don't have all of. I have most of Bant Ephemerate, and I have like most of this Jeskai deck, but I don't have all of it. But I can see a version where I'd like to maybe have both completed in paper. You know, I just really like the card too. All right, I think I'll play out the Aether Vial, and I'll get a blue source this time. Japanese foil etch. No, I just got these. Maybe I'll get those too, though. I think Ephemerate is my favorite card. I've been thinking about it. I think Ephemerate is my favorite Magic card. They're not replaying Arbor Elf. I don't really know exactly what that tells us. Yeah, Celestian Charm has finally been dethroned. I'm just going to bounce the 2-2. You didn't bounce Elf? Oh, right, I Skyclave the Elf. Sorry, I was still living in the timeline where I made the right play. You think it's possible to make a painless mana base for Jund midrange? You're going to have a lot of lands that enter tapped if you do. I think I just want to cycle the Felidar Guardian here. I don't really think my opponent doesn't have Path in their hands, so I don't think playing around it makes any sense. When do I have the most viewers? Who cares? I mean, probably during tournaments, right? Late runs in tournaments is like easily the answer, but who cares? Yeah, one Ballista also not doing a lot here. And their keep was, I think, pretty bad. Probably just playing Vial and passing with the Ephemerate up for now. I think for now I just want to draw a card here. Or maybe draw 2. Guardian's not too bad. We can exile the Arbor Elf with the Glasspool Mimic. Also maybe just cat combo them here. They can kill the Watcher with their Ballista, but that's fine. It would only really be good for them if they did it in response, you know? Too bad we can't Vial and Saheeli, I guess. Let's go attacking. I suppose it's probably going to be better to go exile their Ballista, then flicker the Mimic, exile the Arbor Elf, and they'll get a 0/0 illusion token. They can also choose to kill my Watcher, which I'd be happy with. I have played a blue-white version of this deck. I think that it's fine. I've only played one league with a blue-white variant, but that you get better mana, and your deck is a lot slower, but it's also like grindier. And I think that version is fine, but I think that this is the better deck. I did miss the Saheelis. And this is already mostly a blue-white deck with just a very light red splash anyways. And the mana in this deck is really good. Swimmer 6042, thank you for 8 months. Hope you're having a good day. Appreciate you. Wasn't that a Saheeli Cat win if we Vialed and Mimic to Flicker Watcher? Not with them having the Ballista in play. They just pinged the Saheeli, right? Wait, they didn't even activate Ballista? Yeah, definitely something to be aware of, for sure. This deck always has a million lines. Do I like Ephemerate more than Deathless Knight? I do. It's hard for me to really say that Deathless Knight is one of my favorite cards because I've only ever really got to play with it in Limited. But I do feel like that card is close to seeing play in Constructed. Opponent, after thinking, brainstorming, they decide that they actually, as it turns out, can't win this game and decide to concede. I haven't played this matchup in a while. I think Auriok Champion is the first card to get cut. I usually like Avalanche Riders on the play, I think. Not so much of the draw. I think I'm just going to bring in Anthonice. I think I'm actually going to cut the 4th Vial for the 4th Anthonice because I'm bringing in so many. Vial is worse anyways. Use the restroom real quick. Be right back. All right, thank you for your patience, everybody. Should have made the background bigger while I was gone. Seeing the 2-mana challenge last weekend were won by Blood Moon decks, would it make sense to incorporate Blood Moon or Magus of the Moon in the deck design? Maybe. I think that you could potentially play Magus. I think that that's something to consider. Magus is certainly not free in a deck that needs sometimes double blue with Venser, although that's not a deck building necessity. But double blue, double white, and then obviously the red for Magus. But certainly an interesting thought. Well, we've got an infinite damage combo here, but it only deals infinite damage, assuming my opponent doesn't just have Spike Feeder in play. Very minor, but Bugler can get Magus. Yeah, I mean, Bugler can get every card in the deck, but that is a small synergy for sure. Magus is also like way better than the like Damping Sphere land destruction plan if Titan is super popular, but also Titan isn't that popular at the moment. So my opponent has Coco. I feel like they should have just main phased it, honestly. I'm gonna cast Saheeli. Got the wall for defense. Defense. I don't know. My inclination is that Magus is a little too tough on the mana, honestly. But I'd love to be wrong because I like Magus of the Moon. Yeah, we need their Coco to be like really bad. To 2 Heliod's. So we're dead. We're dead to Ballista if they have a land here. I think I'm just gonna concede and go to game. Yeah, we're super dead. With the Pendlehaven makes the combo cost 1 less mana because they can make a 1/1 Ballista, Pendlehaven it, then Heliod. I do like the Riders on the play. I think I'm actually gonna go down on Anthonice. And let's go. If you ran Magus, you could easily drop a mountain for an island. Easily, I think, is an exaggeration. Like, the mountain is, like, largely there for, like, Path to Exile kind of effects anyways. And, like, there's been a lot of spots where I've been pretty happy to have the mountain. Makes your Prismatic Vista a lot worse. Yeah, cutting the mountain and then adding a second Prismatic Vista doesn't make any sense, really, either. But it's some thoughts for sure. All it takes is a few clicks to drop the mountain. Actually, you're right. I kind of want to get the Bugler here. If I had Guardian, I'd take Saheeli. Stinks that we don't have Soul or Skyclave Apparition, Soulherder, like a super powerful 3-drop. Skyclave specifically is just always so important to have in this matchup. Let's see if we're dead. They're making white, so I'm assuming there's no Coco. We'll see what happens, I guess. They've made green. Is this list Yorion version? No, I don't think Yorion's good in this deck, sadly. It's like almost good. Ugh. Really good turn 2. Really good turn 2. Well played, opponent. So we'll see what we see. Yeah, there's Avalanche Riders. So we're gonna try to Riders the Sprawled land next turn. I know we don't have an untapped land for it yet, but if our opponent doesn't sack Ranger Captain for the Rebound Ephemerate, we can probably find one. This is where we hold. See how bad this turn is for us. I was confused on the Blue-Red decks from yesterday, why it was 2 mountains, 1 island. Well, it was mostly to be able to play Boil in the sideboard for the blue matchups. Is the main reason. I think it went 3 basics for like Ghost Quarter effects, and the more islands you play, the worse the boils in your sideboard are, of course. Another Ranger Captain. I think I get a Ballista or an Arbor Elf. Those are usually the only 2 choices. They do get Arbor Elf. What's bad about a second Ranger Captain is that my opponent is really likely to sack one of them in response to the Rebound trigger. Come on, opponent. Didn't make any changes to Grixis Luris. The jailers need to be either Spell Bombs, Soulguy Lanterns, Tormod's Crypts, or They need to be not jailers, because Dredge is playing a million Dark Blast right now. So I'm not sure exactly what the best... Oh, they actually won't even have a forest on tap with their Arbor Elves here if we can find a land. And again, we find the land pretty easily if they don't sack a Ranger Captain in response to the rebound. If not, we can still just spike an untapped land. But we'll cut them. They'll all of a sudden have, instead of 9 mana, 1 mana. So this is definitely the pivotal. This is the moment. This is the moment. I guess we could also like maybe attack with the Watcher if we find a land anyways. Putting 2 Skyclaves and a Soulherder to the bottom also feels pretty bad, but definitely would rather a land here, of course. Best case scenario. Oh, they didn't sack the Ranger Captain. Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, I think I'm taking another Ephemerate here. Might even be paying Echo. We'll see. Yeah, my opponent is going from 9 mana to 1 mana. They go back up to 5 if they draw a forest, but they don't currently have a land in their hand. Topaz, 10 months. Glad you like the background, buddy. Thank you for that. The best thing you can do to support the stream is to say a nice thing about my background. Instead of subscribing, the best thing you can do for the stream is to say nice things about my collage. Well, opponent I think is like very clearly double queuing, so you can bask in the glory. Are they attacking with both? Maybe I do just want to double block a Ranger Captain here. Yeah, I don't think I can really afford to pay Echo. I don't think I can get the Ephemerate. They also lead, like, I think they very clearly didn't draw a land anyways. Is that a legit poster board? It is a canvas. I spent $100 on the canvas. It's a 4x4 canvas, and I also spent $100 on an easel. I didn't look at the price of the easel. I assumed it would be like 20-30 bucks, having never bought an easel before. And it was a lot more expensive than I planned it to be. And I also spent, money on like the yarn and the tape and stuff. But I think I'm really happy with how it turned out, although I guess my camera's a bit off now. Yeah, I'd never bought an easel before, but now I am a proud easel owner, aspiring spike. I guess I should have attacked first. Yeah, it is a tax write-off. You can I forget how many props you can write off, but you do get like a decent amount of like prop write-off. If I get tired, I should auction it off maybe. I don't think I'll get tired of it anytime soon. Do you play Wall of Omens so we actually can block here? I think that makes sense. Hopefully they don't draw a forest. Is there an easel tax break? I mean, I know that, from my time doing taxes as a streamer, you can write off props. I remember last time I can't. There is a limit on it, but I didn't really come very close last time. But I've also bought a lot more props this year, so maybe we'll find out what the limit is. How good is killing this Horizon Canopy? It's probably fine. I do think we're supposed to keep attacking their mana. Maybe if that's still our plan, attack the mana. Maybe it's better to go Skyclave, copy Skyclave with Glasspool Mimic. But it also might be good to copy Militia Bugler. Yeah, let's go after their Arbor Elves. Let's start making it to where if they do top deck the forest, they're not going to have, 6 mana. Easel come, easel go. Hell yeah. Esther was like, "You spent $100 on an easel? Why?" And I'm like, "Well, what else am I going to put this 4x4 canvas on?" And she's like, "Fair enough." Fair enough. Wait, they have Path? And they're not pathing one of their own guys? I think that's a win for us. Let me get the second mountain. Let's copy the Bugler. They could have gotten themselves a forest. Just frame the canvas. Yeah, I guess if I frame... The problem is if I frame the canvas, it's not big enough that I can just put it on the wall behind... I guess I could put it on the wall behind me and just move my setup back, actually. Maybe I'll do that, actually, and return the easel. Although I kind of like being an easel owner. Feels right to own an easel. I'd recommend buying one. Yeah, I didn't think... Well, I mean, I also like having the playmat wall up there. Like, it is kind of nice to be able to... Like, what if I'm in, like, a Zoom call or something, or if I'm recording with some other people, I might prefer to have that background. So, like, having the easel to have the flexible background, I do think is kind of nice, right? Okay, they have found a forest, but maybe too late. They also don't have any white mana right now. I'll pay for Echo on the Avalanche Riders. They have Utopia Sprawl? Okay, they don't have Utopia Sprawl. That would have been really bad. Park, $100. Keep that monstrosity. Thank you so much. $100. Park, you could have bought your own easel with that $100. I don't know if you realize what you've done. You could have bought your own easel. Thank you, buddy. Maybe I should have been attacking with this Watcher, actually. Well, maybe we're just dead to White Source. Although I guess they make infinite power among their creatures, but we're not actually just dead to that. Big draw step. They sacked their Ranger Captain. Sure. Bad gifting a sub to Park. Park wasn't even subbed? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you again, Park. Oh, I should have attacked with everything. Didn't really realize what their life total was. It's probably better. Alright, if they brick on a... I'm assuming they have Heliod. If they brick on a land this turn, I think the game ends. I think we can just... Well, maybe we can't Alpha Strike exactly. Because they have 6 life to gain. They can also move a Spike Feeder counter around. Probably not worth too much brain power to like really agonize over yet. Second Spike Feeder means we almost definitely can't outright kill them here. Looks like you're going to play a 2/2 Ballista. Okay, big draw step. On the nice. Okay. So I think we Unthanize the Spike Feeder. Send with everybody. They're going to go up to 14, but then they just don't have any good blocks. Or maybe they have some okay blocks with like Ballista. They didn't gain the life. Oh my gosh, opponent. Come on. Stop giving me all these freebies. And they didn't block. Okay, well I guess they've just given up. Long match. Long match. Like, I can keep this. Can go Steve Benz. Wall of Omens. This is, you know, infinite power on turn 5, which is not crazy, but it's a keep. Any changes to the list? Yes. We're up to the second Venser in the main. We cut the Elite Spellbinders. I think Elite Spellbinder was fine. Okay, infinite power on turn 4 now. Elite Spellbinder was fine, but not exactly the card you want. And yes, this league will probably go on YouTube, but my editor handles all the uploading. Shout out to Gloombot. But yeah, this will probably be on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. So does anybody actually know what a reason? Like how much? How much is $100 for like a big easel? Because it's pretty big. It's nice. It like expands and contracts. It's metal. But I still feel like $100 was kind of high. Does anybody have the 411? Is that like a reasonable price to pay? Well, we're probably dead. Stoneway 13 months. Easel command win. Soon, hopefully. You'll talk with your Easel guy, thanks. I'm going to keep this one. I've been reimbursed, apparently. Yeah, I just didn't read the price tag at all. Also, the canvas was too big to fit in my car, but thankfully the store I bought it from was like, it was like a 25-30 minute walk away, so it wasn't too bad getting it home. But I spent a long time trying to fit it in my car, and it wasn't working. And then there was like a girl who was sitting in her car, like parked next to me, and she was like on the phone, and I could tell it was just so embarrassing. She's just sitting there, and I'm trying to get the freaking painting or the canvas in there. It's not fitting at all. Yeah. Hot tub streaming is the old news. It's now all about easel streaming. Okay, let's go to game 2. Yeah, please, big easel, sponsor me. Yeah, no, we're still currently not selling out on this channel. I did have kind of a crazy offer the other day. It was like way more money than I thought it'd be offered for like a sellout kind of stream, but still, like, the stream is my baby, you know? I just want the stream to be as good as it can possibly be. And I just can't bring myself to do those kind of sponsorships. Any ideas for Auriok Champion replacement? You can play like a Soul Warden, Soul Attendant instead to keep the Infinite Life combo, but Auriok Champion's really much better. Do you have the Mystic? My opponent has Molta 3, so it does kind of stink to have such a good hands when your opponent Molta 3 when you still have game 3 to play. You guys ever think that? It's like, all the time it's when I have like a great 7-card hand and my opponent Molta 3, I'm like, well, I wish I could just keep this hand for the next game, and they don't let you, unfortunately. Why no shill, dude? That's very meta. Why no shill? Maybe I could go why no shill. I'm not sure exactly where it would fit. I don't know. I just love the stream so much, and I love all you guys, and it's just hard to make any decision that ends up like making the stream lower quality. I think I'm gonna wait on the Ephemerate, just flicker the Riders next turn. If we Ephemerate the Watcher, then we can't play Riders next turn. Yeah, then our Molta 3 incoming. I'm gonna go ahead and Avalanche Riders Urza's Mine, I think. This way we can play around them having a disenchant for the Damping Sphere into, you know, Tron. They got an Urza's Power Plant. I should say they had an Urza's Power Plant. I guess they could have Dismember here. They do not have Dismember. Opponent bravely still playing. Bravely still playing. Okay, they took their draw step. Okay, I concede. Not, didn't draw what I needed there. Okay, I wish we could draw a hand that's like at least almost that good for game 3. Yeah. I'm definitely open to sponsorships with companies that I like, you know, and people that I like, and you know, I would love to work with, you know, a big Magic website. And like I really liked working with Encounter Party a couple months ago. They're a D&D 5e podcast, and they were doing a Ravnica campaign. They're all really nice. They even invited me to play a one shot with them. I had a lot of fun. Played a one shot on Ravnica, and we were level 1 adventurers trying to hunt down Krinko, and I was a goblin wild magic sorcerer. It was really fun. I didn't get to trigger my wild magic though, unfortunately. What was the level? What level was the one shot set? Just level 1. How is your card rental service not shipping you that cash? I mean, I like Mana Traders a lot. I think Mana Traders is great. And they have offered me a deal. It's just not... just wasn't... We couldn't really come to an agreement. And that's fine. That's fine. What episode number was my counterparty appearance? I don't know. It wasn't on an episode. It was on one of the one-offs. It's like 2 months ago. The Dream sponsorship, blue light filtering glasses. I mean, honestly, the Dream sponsorship is Channel Fireball. I love Channel Fireball. I've watched their content for years and years, and I would love to work with them. My opponent's mulled to 5. I think we have to keep this hand on 6. Venser's one of the best cards. Obviously, keeping a hand with double 4-drop on the draw is not ideal, but we've got a lot of good draws, and they're on a mull to 5, so maybe they'll stumble as well. Channel Fireball doesn't exist anymore? I don't think that that's true. Yikes. Wait, Channel Fireball doesn't sell singles? I didn't know that. Sure it does. They're migrating to a TCG player competitor. Weird. Yeah, basic force is nice. We do have to draw like a Force of Negation, a Damping Sphere. Probably. Maybe they'll stumble. Not the worst draw. Yes. Alright, let's play Vial, Damping Sphere. It does kind of stink that I put back the 4th land, but I mean, we're also on the draw. So the idea is that people will be able to sell their cards through Channel Fireball, like TCG Player. It's kind of smart. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that announcement. That kind of just feels like huge news. They got Urza's Mine, not a Blast Zone. Big draw step. Yes! The land is definitely what I wanted to see here. Does kind of feel like they've got an answer for the sphere. They do in the form of Wilt. I think we just let it go. I think Vensering the Damping Sphere back to our hand is not the line. They can't Ulamog here as well, which is pretty nice. They can Veil of Summer this Venser. I don't think it's like very good for them to have brought in Veil of Summer necessarily. We don't have that many things for it. But just something that could happen, I guess. Alright, so here's the I think we probably just start bouncing their lands, right? Irabu, thank you for your 5-month resubscription. I'm 1/20th away from Easel amount of time. Hell yeah. Yeah, well now describe. I can't believe this has become such a meme. I think it's a pretty good one. We'll now be measuring all subscriptions in terms of how many easels. No, there's nothing versus Venser. Oh, right. Only when it targets the permanent. Card is not so bad, right? We can go bounce Karn, bounce land, bounce land. Oh, actually, well, we get to bounce. Yeah, bounce 2 lands. They plus the Karn. Kind of would like to. I'll take a look at it later, Kana. I don't really want to halt the momentum of the stream to take a look, but thank you for linking it. Oh, sick. I'm gonna combo off next turn. Just gonna keep bouncing lands. Remember when my opponent had Tron? I don't. Yeah, I understand now the Venser Veil thing. Yeah, I still play one Bugler. I think Bugler is really good, at least the first copy. I think the first copy of Bugler is really good. Just gives you that density of like value creatures to flicker, digs you for your Vensers. I'm playing 2 Venser now. I think that's like a really big upgrade to the deck. Okay, well I'm just gonna kill him, but I would rather blow up 2 lands here. Do we blow up an opponent's land to punish them for not conceding? It's faster to do it that way. Just tap a Vial to deal 2 damage rather than click 3 times to deal 1 damage. Keep this. If they reveal Luris, I'll play a white source on turn 1. If they don't, I'll just play Glasspool Mimic. Should target the original because of FOV, Force of Vigor or Artifact Destruction. Target the original what? Original Guardian? How does Force of Vigor interact with that? Unless you're like responding to something else. So it looks like Oops All Spells. I haven't seen Oops All Spells in a long time, but I feel like this deck is kind of like criminally underplayed, honestly. Saheeli copies become artifacts. Okay, cool. Thank you for pointing that out. I had forgotten that, I suppose. No monkey to worry about is pretty nice here. Auriok Champion also probably gains enough life that my opponent isn't going to be able to one-shot me. They can probably go off next turn though. All right, so let's leave our guys back to block. But I don't think they can kill me here. Because we get the Narcomoeba life gain, we get the Salvage Titan life gain, we get the Vengevine life gain, we get to block some. And then the problem is, of course, going to be surviving the next attack, but I think it's doable. Because we get to go Auriok Champion Wall, gain 3, have 3 more blockers, 2 more blockers. Oh yeah, Guardian also gains infinite life. Oh wait, what? They haven't played a land yet. But they're not going for it here? Feels wrong. I don't know. Oh, I didn't get a white source. I guess we're not actually getting punished for that, but... Can't remember why you don't attack after the first attack. They play a Nexus of Fate. Which maybe is in their hand here. I guess that would explain that. No, they can discard the Nexus of Fate to Salvage Titan. Okay, that's infinite life next turn. Just gonna pass. Also notably, because they've cast the Undercity Informer, the Vengevines won't trigger unless they cast another creature after they sack a creature here. Do you think that Roguerack, the 0-1 Kobo legend, was legal in Modern? It would see play alongside Mox Amber. People would brew with it. I actually have an etched foil, one of those. It looks really cool. I've been meaning to build an EDH deck around it. Maybe. Do you miss the Jabberwocky Rock deck? No, we're gonna play that next league. Probably gonna play 2 leagues with it. We'll see how it feels. Oh yeah, sorry, not discard to Salvage Titan, discard to Phantasmagorion. Look at the cards! Looking at the cards. Don't think the cards are gonna get there. I haven't looked at the cards in a long time. They only had 2 Creeping Chill? Man, my opponent never drew this bad, ever. Back when this deck had a monkey. They also don't have Nexus of Fate in their library, but they probably have it in their hand. Wait, Oracle? Oh no, am I gonna die? No, they have the Memories Journey Oracle tech. Oh no. So what can we do about this? I'm not sure that there's anything we can do here. We can draw Venser. If we draw Ephemerate, we can get them off blue mana. No, they're blue. They have 2 Seagate Reborns. Yeah, Venser wins, I think. Is this up to 3 cards? Yeah. Sort of double check. We've got Rest in Peace. We've got Damping Sphere. I guess Damping Sphere is not that good against them. Blink Spy. Guardian can't make them. We can't flicker our opponent's creatures, but I don't think we have any way to do that. Can gain infinite life. We just take 12. Or do we want to block with this? Probably block with this. If we draw a land, this can be a redraw to Venser. Oh yeah, they only have 3 Vengevines? What the hell? Let's probably have one in their hand. Obviously. So Venser wins. I think that's it. I think that's all that we can draw into here. Yeah. Venser just puts the Oracle back in their hand, and then they die before they can replay it. Just bounce the Oracle on the stack. They only have 1 green source? Yeah, but they're going to just cast it now. Wait, they're casting it X equals... They're putting 3 cards on top? Yeah, they just Memories or Journey before we do this. They put Printed Prism, Thorn. So... If we exile a Narcomoeba, or I guess you'd have to exile both Narcomoebas to not, just not die. Yeah, I mean, they've got a 1 in 3 shot of killing us next turn. But we can also just find Saheeli, we can find Venser. Take the Ephemerate. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be digging for Saheeli here. They might just not know that Ephemerate is up to 3 cards. You think more than Oracle is correct they're winning on board? I don't know if that's true either. We're at like 26 life, and it's like just not that hard for us to gain 1,000,000 life here. Infinite life first. Oh, yeah. Although, honestly, the extra mana might matter more than infinite life this game. Alright, so they have a 1 in 3 chance of winning this turn. Did they draw Thassa's Oracle? Yeah, they didn't know about the Guardian. I think how much is this? Is 12, 14, 15, 16, 17? I could just take 17. We could also gain infinite life whenever we want now, too. With the Ephemerate. And then I think Venser or Saheeli is going to end up winning us this game. Oh, hardcast Creeping Chill. It's fine. So next turn it's a coin flip if they can kill us or not. This is top 4 cards. Okay, let me float a blue, gain infinite life. And then I think I'm going to flicker the Bugler, digging for Venser. You can't always yes to the Guardian because it's a new Guardian every time. Sorry, I can't remember what I hot binded the yes to. So, and then I accidentally clicked F6, so I had to unyield. We don't need to gain like actually infinite, of course. We need to gain enough that we're not dead to Creeping Chill. You can check it if you click the keyboard. Okay, or 3. 3? Why did I do 3? I feel like I wanted to do 2, but whatever. Yeah, it's so much faster once you bind the keys here. Alright, this should be about enough. And then I'm going to go flicker the Bugler now. Hopefully I don't put all my Saheelis on the bottom, but I guess we can shuffle them back in. We bricked. Do any of these even matter? Can I kill them somehow? I don't think so. Salvage Titan's a big blocker. I'm floating a blue. Let me get Glasspool Mimic. Just get Soulherder in play, and then make Soulherder infinite power, and then hope to win the coin flip, I guess. Maybe it was better to just cycle Wall. It's a little too late. Yeah, okay, I guess it, like... We're not going to win this game with Soulherder Loop. We'll just get the Venser. Alright, now I have to win the coin flip. They did not draw Oracle last turn, I think. Their deck is Oracle, Pintad, Prism at the moment. Although if they do just go double Prism, then Venser probably doesn't win. But now we'll win off the Saheeli next turn, I guess. Well, maybe we can't get the Saheeli from underneath the Watcher. We won the coin flip, I think. We won the coin flip. But now if we Venser the Thoracle, they oh, the Ephemerate's on rebound. I missed that. Okay, we won. Sick. What a game. I got very lucky here. I don't know. I feel like I've been running bad the last I've been having some bad luck recently, so I feel good to get lucky. Please don't make me click through this opponent. Please have mercy on me. You know what? That's probably a good clip to play while we click through here. Oh, my opponent did concede.
He's revolutionized it. Look at him averaging 800 fucking viewers in the Magic the Gathering category. He's carrying us. He's got a fucking hitchhiking backpack and he's literally carrying the shit out of us. I'm literally here going live at fucking 8 p.m. praying that Aspiring Spike is alive because I know that he's carrying this fucking category. He's literally carrying us. Think about it. My guy has literally got the biggest fucking balls on him to carry the fuck out of this fucking category. Magic Line is dying because once you don't give a shit. But Aspiring Spike is doing his work. He's fucking doing it. He's doing it, bro. You don't even understand what he's done for us. Literally, my guy has revolutionized what the fuck we're doing. I fucking love him. People don't give him the respect that he deserves. Fucking respect Aspiring Spike. If you don't put him fucking respect to his name, I'm gonna slap you.
Shout out to Harry MTG. Love Harry so much. There's this clip is like Harry went on for so long. This isn't even like the whole rant. It was crazy. He was taking a drink every time he countered a spell playing an Esper Control League. Actual legend, yeah. Such a good clip. I listen to that clip like every morning before the stream now to get hyped up a bit. It's awesome. I think we went Force, just like forcing a Mana Rock or the Memory's Journey seems pretty good. Make it my alarm in the morning. I would, but Esther like usually sleeps in like way later than me, so I like to be very quiet in the mornings. And Esther usually like lets her, she's one of those let her alarm go off like 3 times, but it's fine because I'm like always up before her, or almost always up. Yeah, I've got like a few clips that I'll like watch in the morning to get like hyped up as part of my morning routine. I've got that one, and I've got a clip from the Happy Hob where he's berating himself a bit, but trying to make himself like get through the run. That I find that gets me in the zone. Why don't they just play like a Dread Returning Cabal Therapy? Yeah, misbuilt deck, I suppose. Opponent's mulled to 4, and we have a just Rest in Peace in our 7-card hand. Feels good. Yeah, it would be nice, T-Ray, but I mean, I don't need the Wizards to do anything for me, you know. I built a community without them. Who cares, you know? I've got you guys. All I've got is my chat. I don't have connections. I don't have big sponsors. I've just got my chat, and I'm thriving, you know. I'm fucking thriving out here. It's great, and I do appreciate you guys. Opponent's playing Oops All Spells. Ooh, I don't think I've seen them play Sphere of the Suns. I didn't really look that closely at their graveyard. I'm going to take a Prairie Stream here. If I end up winning a second white here, and I draw a Prairie Stream, it could be a bit awkward. New Medicine, 2 months. Appreciate you. Welcome back. Second month is an important month. Oh, tough. They didn't Thoughtseize on turn 1. If Spike doesn't give an H2 preview, we're going to riot. I can say at the time of making this comment, I do not have an MH2 preview, and it does feel like I don't know when they give these out because I've never gotten a preview card, but it feels like the window's closing. I don't know. You should just play Saheeli. Yeah, I gotta get that arena account. I mean, okay, I've done literally everything I can do to get a preview card. I'll keep Ephemerate. I've done literally everything I can do, okay? I changed my bio to MTGA user Aspiring Spike, and when that didn't work, I changed it to MTGA mobile user Aspiring Spike. And at this point, if that doesn't get the job done, I'm not going to get a preview card, you know what I mean? The ball is in their court, and they just keep passing it back, you know what I mean? It's not happening. Yeah, I've never ever bottomed Ephemerate. So I'm going to take Force of Negation here, because now that my opponent has just cast Undercity Informer, even if they have an answer to the Rest in Peace next turn, in order for them to kill me, they need to cast a second spell, right? Because they need to trigger their Vengevine, they need to cast a second creature spell. So they can't just kill Rest in Peace, sack Undercity Informer, and kill me, because they'll only have the Creeping Chill damage this turn. And so if that's their plan, then I think it's good to keep the Force of Negation for Memory's Journey, and maybe win with that. Yeah, Fabled Passage user in Aspiring Spike. Cool. Now we even have Ephemerate up to protect the combo. Guess we'll keep that. Doesn't really matter that much. I would be like just so happy to get a preview card of like any just a draft common. One draft common that's like a 12th pick. You know, like an archetype role player. You really don't pick it highly at all, but maybe you put it in your deck if you're in a specific archetype. I would be thrilled to get a card like that. Oh, I messed up. I didn't do what I need to be targeting the original copy because of Force of Vigor, because these are artifact tokens. I totally forgot. They milled me. It's funny. Ephemerate with double rebound. Oh, that'd be so cool. I mean, as far as the content creator program goes, well, the combo is definitely what you want to see against Tron. As far as the content creator program thing goes, they never ever offered like any incentive for MTGO, you know. So it's probably on E-Tron. A little too early to tell, I guess. Not sure which creature we're supposed to play here, honestly. I think there's arguments for everything. Venser is the most important card of the matchup against Tron, so I'm going to take it. Yeah, a lot of Tron today. I think we have an okay Tron matchup, for whatever that's worth. Thank you, Fluffy Face. I do appreciate you saying that. I mean, it's also like, it does make sense, you know, from a business perspective, right? For Wizards to put all of their advertising and their... Their advertising and their, you know... I mean, just their advertising into Magic Online. Into Arena instead of Magic Online. Because people who play Magic Online are not people that need to be advertised to. People who play Magic Online are not people who need to be advertised to. And so they want their promotion to be on Arena because Arena is their pipeline to get people into Magic the Gathering. So it makes sense. Like, I get it. Could have maybe minused on the Watcher, but then the Saheeli is so easy to kill. Well, minusing on Watcher makes it way more likely for us to hit a land. I didn't see their earning stats, but yeah, they obviously are making, you know, ludicrous amounts of money. They hit another Reshaper off of Matter Reshaper? What the hell? Someone's got to stop this guy. Alright, so Ballista prevents me from comboing. So Skyclave hits the Ballista. Let's scry. If I see a land on top, I'm going to go wall into wall. Could go wall into Aether Vial. Doesn't seem that bad. Bottom the Vial. Might just cast the wall anyways. I think I'll Skyclave the Ballista. Oop. Got two Guardians in our hand. Scry a non-land to the bottom. That's Karn. If they get Torpor Orb, game just ends. Let's see if they know to do that. Or if they're even playing the Torpor Orb right now. Can't beat that card. They did get it. Okay, game 2. So we're going to bring in the Damping Spheres. I side similarly to Greentron, where I bring in these 9 cards, but I leave in these Skyclave Apparitions is kind of the big difference. Or I usually will leave in 3 Skyclaves, and then I'll go down on the... I cut more Vials usually against Etron. I want to cut a Wall of Omens too. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. Be right back. All right, on the play, game 2 against Etron. Sneep. Great hand. Opponent's mulled to 6. Yeah, the Harry clip is so good. And there's honestly way more to the rant. Harry went on for a long time. He was drunk out of his mind. But it was very wholesome. Right. You can Vial the Watcher next turn, so just play the Sphere. You probably should make a command for the Harry clip. I don't know if got any mods in chat willing to take some time out of their day for their friend Aspiring Spike. Oh, we have the command already. Sick. Probably don't want to play the second Damping Sphere into a possible Blast Zone. Does think that we couldn't play the Saheeli and try to win on turn 4, but this hand's still really good. And still really good. Natty Tron. Spyglass is pretty good though. I saw connects. I didn't see that you made it the first time, but thank you for making the command. Oh, it wasn't you. It was someone else, I guess. Whatever. Thank you, chat. They named Saheeli. Okay, Wall of Omens. Okay, can pitch Saheeli to Force maybe. How is that lawnmower still out there? It's been all morning. I don't know, whatever. Maybe they're just like blowing the grass. A wrestling promo? Yeah, I think that's a good characterization of the clip. Ooh. Dude, Seer is so good. Just take the Guardian here. They took Force of Negation? What does that mean is in their hand? I'm not sure. Karn, probably. So next turn we have an infinite power Soulherder. And we also have the Force of Negation up. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to take the Force. Always remember to flicker the Guardian first to get an extra counter on Soulherder in this spot. Taking Venser, I suppose. Oh, yeah, Wizards will give me like the super creeping chill as my preview card. That would be terrible. That was a cruel joke. So if I draw a land, I kill them, assuming they don't have Dismember. Because I can go make Soulherder infinite power, flicker the Watcher, Venser the Thought-Knot Seer. I didn't draw the land. So let's just go attack with everybody. So get the Thought-Knot Seer up to 18 power real quick. Game 3. Maybe I actually want the 4th Skyclave on the draw. I think this looks good to me. Let's go. The Mystic Gates. Damping Sphere combo. Only one Mystic Gate in the deck at the moment. I don't think it's that big a deal. Definitely keeping this hand. And then with them leading on Temple, we're not going to be guaranteed to play Sphere on 2. We'll see if they have a turn 2 Seer. Turn 2 Seer on 7 cards is pretty gnarly. If that is indeed what they have. No, don't do it. Oh, thank goodness. No Matter Reshaper. Alright, so we probably should play the Sphere to stop them from casting Seer next turn. Second Temple. Alright. Draw Ephemerate. Pretty sure we're just supposed to play Saheeli. If they thought not Seer my Guardian next turn, then hopefully we can Skyclave into a white source. We're definitely in good shape right now. Especially because we can force a card. They do get Blast Zone, which is a very slow answer to Damping Sphere, but an answer. Did find a white source. So, ideally they just like cast card and we force and kill them. If they thought not Seer my Guardian, we get to Skyclave their Seer and keep playing. Yeah, no Triumph in this deck. The red splash is really light, and like you already have a lot of tap lands with 4 Glasspool Mimics as it is. Guess we don't even need to force this, but we're 4-0. I've lost playing for 5-0, I think 4 or 5 times this season so far. I don't have a single trophy, and I'm really embarrassed about it. So, wait, my opponent said GG's. How do they know I have Guardian? Whatever. Yeah. I think they were just anticipating it. I think. Oh, we're playing against Etron again. We're playing against a great player, Mateus 34. At least we get to like mulligan to a good hand against Etron. Mateus also streams. Can never remember where Mateus is from. I think he's from Brazil. I could be wrong. All right, let's go. $10K on trophies, so you know. Well, I'll do my best to. I mean, if they have turn 2 Reshaper, we can't win. Thank goodness they didn't have it. Is this the first league of the day? It's the second. We 2-3'd with this deck first today. Right on time, Aether Vial. I think I'm gonna not play it here. Take the Saheeli. They have Thought Not Seer, really hard to see. No third lands. All the predictions are gonna pivot maybe a bit. Maybe we'll see a pivot. Pivot! Pike, you can actually... Why can't you bet? Actually. You should be able to bet. I should be waiting on these things. Do you think Humans is unplayable right now, or people don't want to try it? Humans, for whatever reason, has always been way less represented on Magic Online than it was like back when it was a super popular deck. I've honestly never really gotten it, but I think Humans is okay. It's just not great against Prowess. But it's not terrible against Prowess either. I think it's fine. Oh, didn't have a stop set, so I get my trigger here. Also, I think most people, it seems like they don't know that you can kill Watcher in response to the ETB trigger, and then it stops them from drawing the card. That's something I also didn't know for a long time. Blist on 1. So let's attack for 2. You can go Skyclave plus Vial. Alright, now we're going to go Saheeli plus Vial. It's probably fine to keep on top. Please don't Matter Shaper. Ooh, thank goodness. I think that meme's dying, honestly. I don't think it has too many more legs. So they could have Dismember, of course. I'll keep Bugler. Fight goes on. They do have Dismember. Huh, I wonder how crazy it would have been to just Skyclave the Expedition map. I don't know, I think you just jam there. Okay, then they get to Thought-Knot Seer my Skyclave. I'm drawing Bugler. Okay. We've got a game. I want to Saheeli after I Bugler, of course. Well, I guess maybe I should have Watchered first. No, I mean, I'm just going to bottom this either way. And do I play the Glasspool Mimic so I could maybe double 3-drop next turn? I think no is the answer. Close spot, though. Yeah, I can already. That's a good point. You can already double 3 with Vial. Yeah, not with Vial on 3. Maybe I just let Saheeli go. The Bugler is like really good to have in play here. Yeah, I'm just actually just let Saheeli die. Yeah, we do have a new background Fruit Fly. Spent all Sunday making it. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I posted a better picture of it on Twitter if anyone wants to look at that, I guess. Bobbert, 6 months. Thank you for your resubscription. Appreciate you. They got another Temple. Wait, second Thought-Knot Seer. Man, losing this game would be crazy. Take the Guardian. Take up the Vial to 3. Wall of Omens. Start off by casting that, I guess. Ephemerate. It's a fine draw. Let's just go to the main phase. Copy the Bugler. Another Guardian. I'm just going to copy Bugler again with my mana here. Hold the Ephemerate for now. Then we've got really good blocks on the Thought-Knot Seers. We can Infinite Guardian next turn. Opponent might just like take up Blast Zone to 3, I guess. If they take up Blast Zone to 3, oh no. See if they have Torpor Orb. Could be a card that's like just not played in the metagame right now. Gets Pithing Needle, named Saheeli. So we can kill Karn. Comes at the cost of 2 of our Buglers. I guess actually only at the cost of 1 of our Buglers because we can Ephemerate 1. Oh, well, never mind. We're just going to draw the good card. We're just going to draw the good card. Swingy game. And we have Guardian to Vial in. I just get another Guardian off the Watcher. Let's see. I guess we can get the Guardian off of the Ephemerate. And before All is Dust. All is Dust is maybe beatable. Maybe. So does give them the 4/4 token. Wait, they just block a 2/2 and they die on board, right? Yeah. Oh, I guess they can still cast something off Ugin. Block 2, take lethal. We can even Watcher. Flicker Watcher block here. Take 7. Yeah, we still get to do this. They're still dead on board. Well, I guess we'll just cat combo them with Ephemerate up. What is this turn? I mean, like they're dead. My opponent's dead on board and they're not conceding, so I'm just gonna, I don't know. Like they could have spatial contortion. No, they have to pay a colorless source for that even. But I'm gonna cat combo them. Are they just playing for clock? There's probably some weird card that could get me there. I don't know, maybe not. Oh, we did just sideboarded this matchup. What was the other cut? Oh, Wall? Yeah. Sergeant Kidder, 8 months. Appreciate ya. Whew. Really hoping to trophy this league. Especially I think the second Venser really is good in this deck. I'm really glad we've made that change. But I really like this deck, and I think that it's good, and I'm glad to be winning with it again. Don't want to Vial. Yeah, Vial gets way worse when you board in like the extra 4 drops, the Damping Spheres, the Forces. I think the first one's still good. It could be better to play 2. It's hard to know for sure. Is Chalice good against me? It's okay. Like Chalice stopping Ephemerate is nice, but that's about all that it does, I think we can keep this. Pretty close though. Yeah, Vial also bad against Karn. Exactly. But I'm almost to 6. I'm gonna keep 6. Obviously, this hand is like too slow against some of their best draws, but they built a 5 now. I think Skyclave is really good against E-Tron. Or maybe really good is a bit of an exaggeration, but just anything that answers Matter Reshaper is great. No, I don't think Venser's on the board. Could maybe put Venser on the board. I'm going to spend some time later tweaking it a bit. That's fine. We can Skyclave that. That is another big minus when it comes to Skyclave or Chalice is that it gets Skyclaved really easily. I think I just want another Soulherder because I think there's a decent chance I'll end up pitching this Soulherder to Force of Negation. Why not put one Venser, one Rider main? I mean, Venser is a much more versatile card, Venser is a much more versatile card than Avalanche Riders. Venser is great. Venser is so good. There's like so many tricks you can do with Venser. And it's not like you have a tutor or something like that to even make that plan like necessarily make a ton of sense anyways. We just get basic mountain. No. We might want to go Skyclave plus Ephemerate next turn, because we can Skyclave the Vial. I'm going to Skyclave the Seer. It is kind of bad if they can kill my Skyclave and then block the Watcher. It's not that big a deal, though. No, I like that this gives like more pressure for a Karn if they have Karn. That being said, they didn't get Torpor Orb last game when they had access to Karn. Maybe they don't have it. But they took Force of Negation, so I'm assuming that there's some big non-creature spell, either Karn, Ugin, or All is Dust. It is Karn, which we have Skyclave for, unless they get Torpor Orb, in which case we are just going to try to win with Soulherder beats. Which is possible, I guess. But then we can't answer the Chalice. Maybe they get like a Ballista here. They do get Ballista, so they can 2/2 Ballista. So let's go Skyclave their Chalice. Attack both of my creatures at Karn. Opponent definitely, they know I have the Ephemerate, but there's not really like much they can do about this. Should ping Skyclave. The Skyclave? I think it's close. It's a weird spot. I think holding on to the Ballista, just start growing it makes sense too. Yes, opponent gets natural on Thought Not Seer card on a Mold of 5. I mean, we're not even, they only have one card in their hand. They're not even doing that bad. We're also up a game. Well, if they ping here, we'll just Ephemerate this Skyclave and exile their Karn. They do get the 4/4 token, which is a big problem. They only have one card in their hand. They do have the Blast Zone, I guess. Blast Zone on 3 is an issue. It's a rebound on the Watcher. Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard not to play into Blast Zone on 3. We might just have to do it. Do it Venser or Avalanche Riders? Kind of with the Venser against the tokens, honestly. Seems close. Yeah, I think we just have to play into it. It's fine. We have another Soulherder. This puts Venser into our hand. Ooh. Damping Sphere is real appealing. Skyclave is also like really nice to have access to. I think we could take the Sphere. We can't go Soulherder Sphere next turn, unfortunately. My opponent attacks, I'm blocking. If they let me. So you go down to 10. They do have a spell. That spell is Thought Not Seer. Gross. Yeah, Seer's pretty bad for us. Although they kind of have to take Skyclave, right? Because if they don't take Skyclave, I'm really like to be able to go Skyclave into another 3-drop, be it Saheeli or Soulherder, depending on what they take. So maybe next turn we go Venser, bounce an illusion token, double block Thought Not Seer. Kind of stinks not to have like a creature in play to blink. Maybe I'll leave Venser in play so I can flicker it with Soulherder. Just chump block Thought Not Seer and bounce an illusion token, take 4. Double blocking the Thought Not Seer is pretty good. Let me see how my opponent reacts to this. Yeah, I think I'm just chumping. It's close though. See if they drew a spell. Yeah, I think that they've been having a land, so it looks like they didn't draw a spell, of course. Okay, so now is it just Soulherder Damping Sphere? That loses to a removal spell. Getting Damping Sphere down seems really important though. But maybe this turn is actually Wall of Omens into Soulherder. If we draw a land off Wall of Omens, we even get to play the Damping Sphere too. Well, I guess not that. Am I playing out the Mimic as a land? I should have attacked. I think I am. Definitely close. Do I go to 2? I don't think so. Because we lose to Ballista this turn, but we don't lose to it after we play the Damping Sphere. Also feels close. Good double block. Doesn't seem that good. Does feel like my opponent drew a spell. Damn it. Well, they already have Karn for Ballista this game, so I'm not actually sure what they're... Needle? Needle, Sky Sovereign. They haven't shown us Torp Orb yet. I think my opponent's just not playing it. Yeah, they could get Sundering. They could get Thought here. What? Go and get artifacts. Is there anything in here? They could get, yeah, they could get Chalice. They get Chalice and Chalice on 3. Is Band Squirrel Blade still playable these days? I think it's playable, yeah. I'm just kind of stuck with it still. Been stuck with it for a while. Are they gonna kill Venser though, or are they gonna kill Soulherder? Really close decision. They killed the Venser. So big draw step here. Can we kill the Karn? We can kill Karn. Because they killed the Venser. We copy the Soulherder, attack Karn for 3. And hope my opponent bricks. And that we draw better than them. Damping Sphere hurts them more than us, but obviously not a big deal. So I want to use this Soulherder ability and not the other one. Oh, I guess the token was getting exiled anyways. We could just said no. Oh, they just crew the Sky Sovereign. Sorry. I don't know why I thought we were surviving the Sky Sovereign. Game 3. Tough game. Let's we get to be on the play for this one though. My opponent did have, you know, a good hand. So for all the money, all the marbles. Could have maybe won that game if we had played the Damping Sphere the turn before instead of the... On the play, I would like to play first. This hand's very close. Just even if we had one more land, flickering the Watcher to get some card selection here would be pretty good. But we have to mulligan. We can keep this hand. I think this hand puts back Ephemerate. How's the Urba Cabin deck? It was pretty good. We I think we 3-2'd. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that good. We went 3-2 and then 0-2 or 1-2. But I think the deck is good. But the problem is it just doesn't have a good prowess matchup. It has a bad prowess matchup, and having a bad prowess matchup right now is this hand does not seem like a keep. This hand on 6 cards is definitely a keep. I probably would mulligan on 7, but this hand is so much better than the average. My opponent's also mulled this. Yeah, not being able to Vial and Saheeli is tough, but you can also flicker the land with Guardian. I'm not going to force an Expedition map with this hand. Although, I think I have to force Needle. Maybe, can I just draw 2 lands? Feels like a loose plan. I think I'm going to not force. Seems very close, though. Must force. I don't know if that's true, because we could just wait for this to tick up to 4 anyways. And if we draw 2 lands, like, by the time the Vial ticks up to 4, it's going to be... Ooh. I think it was fine not to... I don't think I have to force this either. Yeah, definitely. Needle into Spine. Yeah. So we can Skyclave the if they Spyglass name Saheeli, we can Skyclave the Spyglass, and then we can Saheeli minus on Skyclave, and then Vial. Yeah, Spyglass can name lands. So land would be great. Watcher is acceptable. Take a second Skyclave, I guess. That way, if this dies, we draw a land, we can go Skyclave, Violent Skyclave. Chalice is fine, although maybe we'll draw a land. Wasn't better to keep for force. I don't think so, no. Not with my opponent missing lands, although did we know they were missing lands? I'm going to leave this on 3 for now. Castable spell. Oh, we lose. Do I attack? I'm not going to attack unless I draw a land. Come on, please. Oh, that's another blue card for force, which is actually not the worst. Ugh. The back and forth. Now they could Thought Not Seer my Skyclave. If you put on 4, you can Skyclave plus Guardian. That's. I'm gonna put it on 4. Wait, they took Force? Okay, so they definitely have Karn. Where are my freaking lands, man? Well, we put 4 lands to the bottom. Or 4 non-lands to the bottom. That's kind of crazy. But I hit another land. And they hit... We did keep a 1-land Vial hand, but whatever. I mean, this hand was definitely a keep on 6. Let's keep losing playing for 5-0. Not that we're out of this yet. They get a coding, which they can't play yet. And if we just draw a land, it can Skyclave Karn. We're not in the worst shape. This is a terrible attack because I just get to kill their Karn, right? This attack probably means they have Smasher in there. Yeah, we don't have a land under Watcher. We have Skyclave over both of them. Yeah, okay, this attack means Smasher in hand, right? But it also means like the coding they got doesn't do anything. 7. I mean, we just definitely take it and try to rip the land. We're not dead to Smasher if we rip a land, right? Please. Please, please, please. Okay, so we get to go... We get to go Skyclave, Needle, attack, pass. Prairie stream off the top, can you imagine? Basic Plains is also, like, it's nice that it's not a land that deals us damage. They have Dismember is such a tilt. Okay, so we can't unlock the Vial. We can Dismember their Thought Not Seer. Or Skyclave their Thought Not Seer to not die to a Smasher, which I think they have. I think their hand is currently Smasher. I was wrong. They can't play the coding though because of the Damping Sphere. But if they kill my Skyclave, I... Yeah, this is beatable. Yeah, they're trying to cast the... Oh, animating a Spyglass, hitting us for 5, down to 4 life. Alright, so we need to Skyclave Karn, right? So we can go Skyclave Karn, chump Illusion Token with Watcher, take 3, go down to 1, have our opponent brick, And the next turn, we can go play land number 4 as Mystic. Exile the needle needle here. Guardian again. Okay, well. Not in great shape, but we have to exile Karn. Skyclave Needle, then use Vial for Guardian. The Vial is shut off by Karn and Needle. So there's no way we can unlock Needle here. They can also tech edge us. So we block here, I think. Maybe double block. Could double block, go to 1. No, I don't think there's really bad. Yeah, if we just found the land like anytime sooner, I agree. It's been much easier. We also need our opponent to brick here. Like we're dead to so many spells, of course. We know that they have coding. We don't know the other card. Like even Reshaper is tough for us. But it's not unbeatable. Maybe it is. Maybe this is just too many creatures. Okay, so we can go Skyclave their Needle, or we can go Guardian. If we flicker Guardian on their Needle, we can Violent Guardian. We can block 3 things. That's too many things. Yeah, we have to. But what we can do here is we can go Violent Guardian, exile a Reshaper, block 3 of their creatures, untap Violent Guardian. Oh, I'm gonna lose my Skyclave though. And they just drew Smasher maybe? They drew something. Yeah. Damn it. Saheeli, copy Skyclave, exile Needle, Fielder, the Saheeli. Saheeli copies. There is currently a Spyglass naming Saheeli. There is a Spyglass naming Saheeli in play, chat. You guys are not fine.